What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we have a brand new Xur Location and Inventory review for the weekend of January 26th to the 29th. And so, let's get started. And first things first, Xur is going to be located in the Watcher's Grave on Nessus. And I am out of town right now. I'm using my mobile setup, so if I sound a bit different, if you're seeing the black bars on the corner of your screen, I'm sorry about that, but that's why. Alright, let's take a look at what he has. Firstly, for the exotics, Fighting Lion can absolutely be a problem in PvP, let me tell you. Then we've got Foe Tracer here, 65, a little bit of strength, not the best. Severance Enclosure, unfortunately 63 is a bit low and not too spiky. Lunafaction Boots, 64 with a big discipline spike, a little bit of resilience recovery. This is actually not that bad. If you don't have Lunafaction Boots, 100% grab them for raid boss encounters, DPS encounters, and dungeons. Often you do want to have someone with Lunafaction Boots to improve the reload speed for everyone. Now moving on from there to the rest of the weapons here, we have a Field Prep Timed Payload True Prophecy. I actually really like Timed Payload. It's up there with Explosive for massively improving your hand cannon range. Infinite damage drop off for the explosive damage, but Field Prep's not that amazing. It's alright, I would say. Now we have a Feeding Frenzy Rangefinder Death Adder, kind of an interesting choice here, but really not either a PvP or PvE god roll. Offhand Strike, Focused Fury Spare Rations, not really interested in that. Well, we do have a glaive here with Close to Melee. Close to Melee is actually going to improve your damage quite a bit. It's one of my favorite glaive perks for sure, so that's a consideration. This is also craftable if you do have some extra harmonizers. Then we have the Aikilo Snipe Rifle with Moving Target and Box Breathing. I'm not really a fan of that. With that being said, again, this is a craftable weapon. If you're 4 out of 5, might be the chance to use your harmonizer on this thing and get the last one. I wouldn't say it's worth all 5, just saying. Then we have a Shattered Cipher here. Well, this is actually pretty interesting because you have Field Prep, massive, big boost to your reserves, which is great if you're using a heavy machine gun for ad clearing. You need a lot of ammo to do that. Then you've got Surrounded for a big damage boost. Especially you got a 900 rounds per minute machine gun here. It's going to be cooking. And then you've also got a Pended Mag to increase the magazine size. Genuinely not that bad of pretty decent roll here, if I'm being for real. After that, guys, we do have a Canis Major with Killing Wind and Kill Clip. Not too interested in that. Let's check the weapon on the back here. A Hawkmoon here, unfortunately with Hip Fire Grip. We got the double grips for the Hawkmoon. Never a good sign when you see that. We do have Hammerforge Rifling, a big increase to range, and that's great, but not a fan of anything else. Now, next up, we do have the armor. Let's check Light.gg for the rarity of the Anti-Extinction set. Well, this is going to be a pretty common set, with this very helmet being owned by 43% of Guardians out there. However, let's take a look at the actual rolls here. For the gauntlets, we actually have a decent roll. 63, and then no mobility, which is what you want for a Titan, and then a big resilience spike, and then 10 for everything else. Actually really not bad, to be honest. Then we've got, talking about spikes, 65 total with a massive discipline spike. That is awesome. 10 mobility, I wish it didn't have that, but you also have 15 resilience. This is a very good chest piece right here. After that, we have another 65 roll with resilience and intellect, this time being featured. And then lastly, we have a 63 and not the most spiky, but kind of discipline recovery being featured here. Honestly, the gauntlets and the chest piece are actually pretty darn good. The helmet's alright and the legs are alright. But yeah, nothing to scoff at. Let's check the Warlock here. Alright, for the Warlock, let's check these gauntlets. That's some big spikes, resilience, and strength right there. If you're putting together a melee build, that's pretty good. Then we have 63, a big resilience spike for sure, kind of the same as the gauntlets on the Titan. Then we've got 62 strength and recovery spikes mainly, again, not terrible. And 65, way too much mobility. So, honestly, all three of these are reasonable, and except for the legs. Don't get the legs. Let's check the Hunter here. Alright, for the Hunter, let's check these gauntlets. 64, massive mobility spike, massive strength spike. So, again, if you're putting together a melee build, this could be quite good. Then we've got 63, huge mobility spike, huge discipline spike. This is a great armor piece. In a perfect world, you'd see a bit higher than 63, but like we're talking about, if this was 65, this would be like S tier. So great spikes here. Really, really consider getting this chest piece. 66, what did I say? Huge spike to intellect. Then we've got recovery mobility. Really not bad. Again, if you do want intellect, if you want to have a build around your super, for example, if you're running the Hunter helmet that increases golden gun damage, the Celestial Nighthawk, that's what it is. This is going to be yoked with that. You want like 100 intellect if you're using that super all the time. Then we've got another 65, massive mobility, massive discipline. These are great. Hold on. Banger. I would say banger and banger. Like a brand new player can come. If you start the game, you start Hunter, this is your lucky weekend. If you can get enough legendary shards to buy all of these armor pieces, you're going to have like 100 mobility. You're going to have like some good stats. The only thing is this helmet, like generally not every build wants max intellect. But again, you've got some other stats featured here as well. Really, really, hunters are getting spoiled for the armor this weekend. Guys, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus, that is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.